Sometimes love leads you to a place where you never thought you'd be. I am a girl gone glad. I'm no stranger to temptation, especially when it comes to shopping. Over the years, there's no telling how many hours I've spent in dressing rooms trying to decide which color shirt looks best with my skin tone or which jeans make me look more shapely. Not to mention the amount of time it takes to get dressed again in order to swap out the first 8 items that are allowed in the dressing room for the next 8. But the time I've spent in dressing rooms pales in comparison to the time I've spent in the wrong line at the grocery store, waiting for a cashier to sort out coupons, call someone for a price check, change the tape on the register, or a combination of all of the above. While I realize it's not the cashier's fault, it seems to always happen when I'm in a hurry, so I'm definitely a fan of self-checkout. In spite of how many times I'm told to please place my item in the bag, I feel far more in control knowing that it's just me and the scanner. I move swiftly, bagging each item as I see fit, regardless of what the annoying robot voice is complaining about, because the assigned self-checkout attendant will clear up anything with their magic little card without even a second glance. But recently, when a self-checkout backup forced me towards a cashier, I found myself in quite a dilemma. As shoppers scurried and raced into lines, I made a beeline for the 10 or less aisle, carefully dodging other customers while counting the items in my cart. I was relieved to have exactly 10. But what about the pack of gum I always grab at the register? Surely no one would say anything about 11 items, it's only one more. What's the big deal? I got in line behind a man whose cart was half full. This guy undeniably had well over 10. Talk about pushing the limit. I'm not ashamed to admit that I started mentally counting his items. Don't say you've never done it. By the time I reached 16, the cashier politely asked him to move to another line. He huffed a little, rolled his eyes once or twice, and did as she asked. I never saw anyone do that before. She obviously meant business. With a bit of trepidation, I began placing my items on the moving conveyor belt while staring at the assortment of gum only inches away. I had to act quick. My heart pounded faster as I thought about how embarrassing it would be if she called me out on it. After all, rules are rules, and this cashier was definitely an enforcer, which made me think about relationships. In every relationship, it's crucial to set boundaries and enforce them for one's own well-being. Testing someone's boundaries that have been made clear is nothing less than a blatant sign of disrespect. I looked at the cashier, the gum, and the cashier again. Although visions of Trident danced in my head, the well-lit sign above hers couldn't be any clearer. 10 or less. That doesn't mean 11 or 12 or 16. One of the most difficult lessons I've had to learn in my own life is the importance of boundaries, so why would I even think of testing hers? With that in mind, I decided to hold off on the gum because, like her, I'm not only setting boundaries, I'm enforcing them. And if you can't respect them, please move to another line. I am a girl gone glad.